This time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present to you our 2009 Queen Board. Representing our National Honor Society, Miss Ashley Brigade. She is the daughter of Tom and Lori.
Her life verse is Romans 5:8. But God commended His love for us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Actually, was saved in the first grade of service. The speaker had been talking about hell, and it scared her so she got saved. Although it wasn't the right reason then, she would later realize the meaning of her salvation. She was baptized in the fourth grade, and since then she has tried to grow closer to God in every way possible. Lately she has been working on doing her devotions every day, and although it is sometimes hard, it has really helped her in her relationship with Christ.
Ashley plans to attend high school and university next year. She would like to major in special education, later work for autistic preschoolers. After college, she plans to marry and have children. Miss Ashley Brigade. Representing our student government, Miss Lanisha. Mr. Christopher Harris. She's the daughter of George and Joyce Harris Jr.
Her life verse is Psalm 40, verse 2 and 3. He lifted me up out of a slimy pit, and out of mud and mire. He set my feet on the rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, and hymn of praise to our God. Many shall see and hear and put their trust in the Lord. Lanisha was greatly blessed to be adopted into a Christian family. Her parents put her in sheep when she was just 6 months old, where she's been ever since. At 4 years old, she accepted Jesus into her heart with the help of Mrs. Tester. While going through the elementary, she wondered if she was truly saved. On a cool Wednesday night, January 2002, she finally rededicated her life to the Lord. Ever since then, God has been continuing to work in life, bringing her closer to Him.
Future plans are to finish high school, go to college, get a job with a major in business, secretary to the big boss. She plans to get married to a wonderful Christian guy and have at least 2 kids. Miss Lanisha Harris. Representing Exalt, Miss Leslie Sherry. She's the member of David and Barbara show.
Her life verse is Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight you. You need only to be still. Leslie was raised in a Christian home and went to church every Sunday. She was saved at the age of 6 and rededicated her life at age 15. It was then that she understood the cost of being a Christian.
Plans to graduate from high school, attend community college for a year, and transfer to Appalachian State University, study childhood education, hopefully become a teacher one day. Miss Leslie Shirley. Representing the varsity boys basketball team, Miss Teresa McGee. Keith McGee. She is the daughter of Keith and Mary Ann McGee.
Her life verse is Romans 12:1-2. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Tressa was born into a Christian family. She began attending sheep at age 3. On the day before Easter break, Mrs. Tester was telling the Easter story. She and started asking questions about Jesus and why he died. A few minutes later, they both accepted Christ as their Savior. At church camp 3 years ago, she dedicated her life to the Lord. Since then, she's tried to live into God's will. She's failed a lot, but she keeps trying. She tries to stay in God's will daily.
She plans to graduate high school, in medical college, hopefully Wake Forest, become a pediatrician. She then wants to get a job at a pediatrician's office, hopes to be the man of her dreams and get married. She wants to adopt one kid and have two of her own. She wants to live a life and grow old with the one she loves. Miss Teresa Mercedes. Representing our varsity girls basketball team, Miss Lindsay Castro. She's the daughter of Jeff and Sherry Casper.
Her life verse is 2 Corinthians 12:10. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmity, reproaches, and necessities, in persecutions, and distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I'm strong. Lindsay says, when she was around 8 years old, she and her mom were doing her literature, and there was a question at the end of one of her stories that asked, "Are you saved?" She told her mother she wasn't, and her mom took her into the room, and she got saved.
She plans to finish high school, go to college, study to either be a radiologist or a physical therapist, do whatever God wants her to do. She might get married and start a family. Miss Lindsay Kester. Representing the varsity cheerleaders, Miss Sarah Wyatt. Representing by her dad, Mr. Donald Wyatt. She's the daughter of Donald and Debbie Wyatt.
Her life verse is Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct our path. Sarah really didn't understand the gospel until about 9 or 10. She says she had many deaths in her family and ignored God's help in getting better about them. She says she even got mad at God and ignored Him for a long time. One day it dawned on her that God didn't leave her, she had left Him. God didn't take her loved ones home because He felt like it was for a reason. Now she is talking to Him and growing in her relationship with God.
Plans to go to Guilford Tech for culinary, then Johnson and Wells for cake, for wedding cake design. Marry her Prince Charming, have lots of children, adopt a few from around the world if possible. She would like to open a bakery called Have Your Cake and Eat It Too. Miss Sarah Wyatt. Representing our senior class, Miss Amy Rivers. This for receiving our father, Mr. Tom Rivers. She's the daughter of Tom and Doreen Rivers.
Her life verse is Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Amy has grown up in a Christian home. She was saved at the age of 7 after a chapel service. She got baptized in 4th grade, but the reality of her decision didn't sink in at first. She says that until she reached high school, her relationship with Christ was a serious priority in her life. But this changed when she reached 9th grade. Ever since then, she has worked to grow closer and closer to God each and every day.
She plans to attend High Point University, major in interior design. After college, she'd like to get married and have a few kids. Miss Amy